This ain't your grandpa's real estate market. The process for selling a home and getting top dollar have changed so much. With 30 years of selling homes in Tallahassee, I have seen it all. Starting from the pre-internet days when market time was a factor due to film development and publication schedule dates, through a pandemic and low interest rate seller's market where multiple offers are the norm. The fact is, you just don't sell a home today as you did even 5 years ago. If you plan on selling a home now or in the next few months, take advantage of my experience and use these 6 top tips for selling a home in 2021. Hi, I'm Joe Manassa, author of The Business of Getting Business and the creator of Manassa.com, where I've helped tens of thousands of people buy and sell homes. I would like to help you too. If you already are a subscriber, thank you and welcome back. If you're not a subscriber, please consider becoming one now. We offer the most thorough and accurate housing market reports on YouTube, plus answers to your real estate frequently asked questions. And we also provide virtual tours of some of the most beautiful homes in Tallahassee. Simply hit subscribe to get started, and the bell so that you're the most informed buyer or seller in your next real estate transaction. In case you never have sold a home, a listing agent is one you hire to market and sell your home, as opposed to the buyer's agent that you likely use to buy it. Most sellers that I work with have 2 primary goals. Number 1, sell their home within a predictable time frame, and number 2, sell their home for the most money possible, specifically the most net proceeds from the sale. In this inventory-starved market, it is more critical than ever to get your home sold within a planned period of time so that you can transition properly to your new home. Often, the sale of the former is a requirement for closing on the latter, and losing your dream home because your former home failed to sell could cause you both heartache and financial loss. Despite the seller's market conditions, home sellers today are leaving money on the table because they're using outdated methods for marketing their homes. It's not difficult to sell a home in 2021, but being able to attain top dollar requires modern processes that I will reveal in the tips in this video. The tips that I am sharing are predicated on achieving those 2 goals. These 6 tips are critical must-do steps for all 2021 home sellers wishing to sell their homes for top dollar while doing so on a predictable timeline. Tip number 1, learn the process. You do not need to be an expert in selling homes, but if you want to generate top dollar for your home, you have to hire the right listing agent. This won't happen if you don't understand the critical questions that you need to ask in an interview. What makes this step so important is the fact that whether you get it right or not, you will sell your home. The market is that good, and finding a buyer is not hard. But to get top dollar, you need a listing agent that will deliver multiple buyers in a bidding war to your property. So if you choose wrong, your home will sell to somebody that the agent knows without getting the full exposure to the entire buyer pool. But if you choose correctly, you will find many buyers in your home and offers streaming in. Do your homework, read blogs and articles that were written by real estate experts, and get a feel for what it takes to sell a home in the digital age versus how things were done in the past. You need so much more than just a real estate salesperson. You need to hire the agent that dominates digital marketing in your area. Tip number 2, read real estate agent reviews. This one is easy. What is the one website on the internet that spends all of its resources trying to deliver answers to your questions so that you'll always use that website? Yes, Google, of course. Go to Google and read reviews of real estate agents that you are considering for an interview. If you want the best results, look for the agent that has the happiest past customers. It really is that simple. You should know that there are hundreds of websites that have reviews for real estate agents, but many of them are corrupt. You can buy reviews on most sites, but not on Google. That's why I trust Google whenever I'm shopping, because I know they police the bogus reviews in real estate, so they probably do so with other consumer items too. I'm always amazed that people skip this step when selling a home for several $100,000 or even higher. Yet if they're buying a $500 TV, they'll read dozens of reviews before deciding. The difference in the bottom line from hiring an agent you like to the agent most recommended by past clients could be tens of thousands of dollars. So do your research, it's important. Tip number 3, create a checklist. If you read enough about the process of selling a home, then you should be able to establish a list of things that you're looking to find when you interview real estate agents for the job of selling your home. For example, high on the checklist should be our tip number 4 that follows this one for solid pre-marketing. What else do you demand from the agent you hire to market and sell your home? At a minimum, you will want them to show you their marketing budget and the strength of their social media marketing. While this may sound a bit complex to you right now, it won't once you have done tip number 1 and learned the process for selling a home in the digital age. Tip number 4, go for the best pre-marketing agent. If I had to reduce this list of 6 tips to just one, this is the tip that I would retain. Again, this refers back to understanding how homes are sold for top dollar today, but I'll summarize the concept of pre-marketing here so that you understand just how critical a strong pre-marketing campaign is for you to get top dollar for your home. Remember, this is not about getting your home sold. An agent with a weak marketing plan can get your home sold, but top dollar comes from making 2 important things work when selling your home. First, a large pool of buyers must know about your home, and second, they must be corralled and controlled so that nobody gets a chance to buy your home earlier than the others. Pre-marketing also serves to support your goal of selling the home within a predictable time frame. If you have a massive pre-marketing effort, the home will likely sell immediately, and you'll be able to choose a strong buyer from the group of offers that you receive. This is an important part of controlling the time frame because you want the buyer you choose to understand that there are others who will buy the home if they end up trying to renegotiate the sale after they do their inspections. An agent who does effective pre-marketing is head and shoulders above the rest of the agents. If you rely on a typical agent's marketing, then they list your home in the MLS and it gets syndicated to hundreds of websites, effectively trickling the information to buyers over a prolonged period of time. The buyers stalking your neighborhood will jump on it before other buyers know about your home, and your home will sell right away. But wouldn't it be better if the stalker had competition? Make the stalker bid against other buyers. That is what pre-marketing a home will do. In fact, at Joe Manassa Real Estate, we spend more money pre-marketing a home than 99% of the agents spend marketing a home during the entire listing period. Why? It's because we understand that if we can treat a home like how Apple treats a product launch, then we will have many buyers looking at the home the moment it goes live and competing against each other for the chance to buy it. A strong pre-marketing plan is required to ensure that your bottom line ends up as high as possible. If your agent is weak here, and most are, it will cost you, and you'll likely never even know it. Tip number 5, interview multiple listing agents. Perhaps the least fun part of the process is interviewing agents because they do this for a living, and this is something you will not do often, but it is important. Most home sellers only interview one agent, and most sellers are so ignorant of the process of selling a home today that they just hire the first agent they like and who tells them what they want to hear. In the past, under different market conditions, this often meant that their home would go unsold or would be sold at a deep discount to what it should have fetched. Today, in this strong seller's market, it usually just means that the seller leaves thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars on the table. Make the effort to interview listing agents using the checklist you developed in tip number 3 to ensure that you hire the best agent for the job. Pre-screen your applicants with the Google reviews mentioned in tip number 2. If an agent doesn't have a few hundred happy customers, why are they good enough for you? Do you want good enough, or do you want the agent most likely to deliver the most money to you and your family? Interview enough agents until you find the one that fits your checklist goals. Tip number 6, make them prove it. As stated in the previous tip, top listing agents interview with different home sellers on a regular basis, while this is something you might not do again for another 20 years. My parents owned just 2 homes from 1966 through 2020, so I understand how infrequent this type of process can be for homeowners. Don't let it be deemed fact when an agent makes a bold claim. Make the agent prove it. For example, the size of an agent's contact list is just one factor in determining how effective they are online. Can they show you the list of people whom they will pre-market your home? Is this list hundreds of people? Thousands? Tens of thousands? More? Make them prove it, and this becomes one real point of comparison between agents. Get them to show you their Facebook page. Believe it or not, this is highly critical in your pre-marketing efforts. This is the word-of-mouth marketing channel that will help ensure that a large buyer pool knows about your home before it goes on the market. Count the number of posts on their Facebook page in the past week. If they haven't posted in the last week, don't hire them. You want somebody who dominates the real estate conversation on Facebook. You want pre-market exposure. That won't happen without providing a lot of consistent information on their Facebook page. Ideally, you want a company posting more than twice daily or more. As they say, the proof is in the pudding. If you've checked them out on Google, proving that their past customers were happy, and you have proved that they have a large buyer database, and you have proved that they have a sound pre-marketing campaign built around their database and social media marketing that includes Facebook, then you likely have found your listing agent. There are no guarantees in life. That is why you want to do your best to prove to yourself that you have selected the best agent for the job of marketing your home for sale. Follow these 6 tips and you'll likely get the most money possible from the sale of your home while also getting it sold in a predictable time frame. If you would like to see more videos about our top tips for home sellers, I have assembled a great playlist that you can view by clicking on the box on the top left corner of your screen. For a playlist of top tips for home buyers, just click on the box below it. Please remember to like this video and subscribe to our channel so that you never miss anything.